ever wondered about the profound spiritual connection that some people refer to as twin flames? The twin flame bond is much more than just a romantic connection. It's a connection that encompasses the whole self, a mirror that reflects back to us the very depths of our being. It's about finding wholeness and completeness within another. But here's the thing, not everyone will experience this. Twin flames are rare and elusive, and when they do come into our lives, they bring with them intense emotions and a journey of spiritual growth that can be as challenging as it is rewarding. It's a bond that can shake us to our core, making us question everything we thought we knew about ourselves and the world around us. In this reading, we are delved deeper into what happens when you reject your twin flame. So, the connection with your twin flame as a profound, soul-deep bond that transcends time and space. It's a union where two halves of the same soul come together, reflecting back to each other the deepest aspects of their being. When you reject this connection, it feels as though a part of your very essence has been torn away, leaving a gaping void in your heart and soul. This is not just any ordinary sense of loss. It's an existential crisis that can plunge you into a whirlwind of confusion and despair. The pain of rejecting your twin flame is akin to losing a part of yourself. It's a gnawing emptiness that haunts you, a void that nothing else seems to fill. You might find yourself questioning every decision, every emotion, and even your very identity. This sense of loss can manifest as a deep, unshakable sadness, an emptiness that pervades every aspect of your life. You may feel like a ship adrift at sea, with no compass to guide you, lost in an endless expanse of uncertainty. This rejection stirs up a storm of emotional turmoil. One moment you might feel a semblance of calm, and the next, you're swept up in a torrent of anger, sadness, and despair. These emotions aren't just fleeting waves, they are tidal waves that crash over you, threatening to pull you under. It's a chaotic dance of highs and lows, where the intensity of your feelings can leave you gasping for breath, struggling to keep your head above water. However, it's crucial to understand that these emotions are not your enemies. They are signposts pointing to the areas within you that need attention and healing. Emotions are like a stormy sea, and navigating them is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about learning to find your balance amidst the chaos, to ride the waves without being overwhelmed by them. In this tumultuous process, you may discover new depths of resilience and strength within yourself. You learn to navigate the stormy seas of your emotions, understanding that they are part of your journey towards healing and wholeness. This emotional roller coaster, while challenging, can ultimately lead you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your true desires. Think of it as a passage through a dark, dense forest. At first, the path seems treacherous and the darkness suffocates. But as you persevere, you begin to see slivers of light filtering through the canopy, illuminating the path ahead. This journey through the emotional wilderness is a testament to your inner strength and capacity for growth. Each step forward, each emotion faced, brings you closer to the clearing where clarity and peace await. When you reject your twin flame, You're not just walking away from a relationship, you're turning your back on a catalyst for profound spiritual growth. Twin flames often enter our lives to spark a journey of self-discovery and evolution, pushing us towards higher consciousness and a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. This connection isn't merely about romantic love. It's about the evolution of the soul itself, a spiritual ascension that transcends the physical realm. Imagine the twin flame connection as a divine fire, a beacon that illuminates your path towards spiritual awakening. When you embrace this bond, it propels you into new realms of consciousness, urging you to confront and heal your deepest wounds, to transcend your limitations, and to embrace your true divine nature. However, when you reject this connection, you effectively douse this divine fire. The spiritual momentum that was building within you comes to a halt, leaving you feeling stuck and unable to progress. This feeling of being stuck can permeate all areas of your life. You might find that your spiritual practices, whether they be meditation, prayer, or any form of personal reflection, no longer bring you the same sense of peace or fulfillment. It's as if you're walking through a fog, unable to see the path ahead clearly. This can lead to a sense of frustration and a yearning for something more, something that seems just out of reach. The spiritual stagnation that follows the rejection of your twin flame can also manifest as a general malaise, a feeling that something essential is missing from your life. You might go through the motions of daily life, but there's a lingering sense of emptiness, a void that nothing seems to fill. This is because your soul is yearning for the growth and expansion that comes from embracing the twin flame connection. Without it, you may feel like you're drifting aimlessly, unable to find your true purpose or direction. However, it's important to recognize that this stagnation is not a permanent state. It's a wake-up call, a sign that you need to reignite the divine fire within you. It's an opportunity to reevaluate your spiritual journey, to seek new paths and new practices that can help you break free from this inertia. Sometimes this period of stagnation can lead to a deeper, more meaningful awakening, as it forces you to confront the areas of your life that need healing and transformation. In the end, the rejection of your twin flame and the subsequent spiritual stagnation can be a powerful catalyst for growth. It's a reminder that the journey of the soul is never linear, and that every setback is an opportunity for deeper understanding and transformation. Rejecting your twin flame can often lead to a disheartening repetition of patterns in your relationships and life experiences. This consequence arises from the very nature of the twin flame journey, which is fundamentally about growth, healing, and transformation. When you turn away from this powerful connection, you may find yourself caught in a cycle of repeating the same mistakes, encountering similar challenges, and facing recurring emotional struggles. Imagine a broken record, endlessly replaying the same tune. This is what your life can feel like when you reject your twin flame. The same relationship patterns, emotional conflicts, and personal struggles repeat themselves, each time with a new face or in a slightly different context, but fundamentally unchanged. It's as if the universe is gently nudging you, saying, "You didn't learn this time, so here it is again." For instance, you might find yourself drawn to partners who exhibit the same negative traits as those in your past relationships. Perhaps they are emotionally unavailable, manipulative, or unsupportive. Despite your best efforts, these relationships tend to end in similar ways, leaving you with a sense of déjà vu and frustration. This repetition is a clear indication that there are unresolved issues within you that need to be addressed. These repeated patterns aren't limited to romantic relationships. They can manifest in various aspects of your life, including friendships, work environments, and family dynamics. You may notice that you encounter the same types of conflicts or obstacles, regardless of the situation or the people involved. This is the universe's way of highlighting the areas within you that need healing and growth. However, it's important to recognize that these repeated patterns are not a punishment, but an opportunity. Each recurrence is a chance for you to gain new insights, to approach the situation with a different perspective, and to ultimately break free from the cycle. It's an invitation to delve deeper into your own psyche, to understand the root causes of these patterns, and to transform them. Breaking free from these repeated patterns requires a conscious effort and a willingness to engage in deep self-reflection. It involves examining your past experiences, identifying the recurring themes, and understanding the underlying beliefs and emotions that perpetuate these cycles. This process can be challenging and uncomfortable, but it is essential for your personal and spiritual growth. Consider the words of Carl Jung. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. By bringing your unconscious patterns into the light of awareness, you can begin to take control of your destiny. This involves acknowledging your fears, healing your wounds, and changing the behaviors and thought patterns that no longer serve you. One powerful way to break these patterns is through self-compassion and forgiveness. Forgive yourself for past mistakes and understand that each experience, no matter how painful, has contributed to your growth. Practice self-love and affirm your worthiness of healthy, fulfilling relationships and experiences. As you cultivate this inner strength and compassion, you will find it easier to break free from the cycles that have held you back. Rejecting your twin flame can lead to profound feelings of regret and a heightened sense of self-awareness. This regret is not merely a fleeting sense of disappointment. It is a deep, soul-level lamentation for the missed opportunity of spiritual growth and connection. When you turn away from your twin flame, you are not just rejecting a person, but a part of your own soul's journey and evolution. The regret associated with rejecting your twin flame can be all-encompassing. It may not manifest immediately, but over time, as you reflect on your life and the choices you have made, the weight of this decision can settle in. You might find yourself replaying moments in your mind, questioning your actions, and feeling a deep sense of loss for the path not taken. This regret can color your experiences, casting a shadow over your interactions and relationships. One of the most challenging aspects of this regret is the realization that you turned away from a connection that was meant to catalyze your growth and transformation. By rejecting this bond, you miss out on the profound lessons and insights that it offers. This can leave you with a sense of unfulfilled potential, a nagging feeling that there is something more to life that you have yet to uncover. However, within this regret lies the seed of increased self-awareness. The process of rejecting your twin flame and experiencing the subsequent regret forces you to confront your deepest fears, desires, and insecurities. It prompts you to examine your choices and understand the motivations behind them. This heightened self-awareness can be a powerful tool for personal growth and healing. Consider the analogy of a sculptor working with a block of marble. The initial rejection of the twin flame connection is akin to the sculptor chipping away at the marble, removing large chunks to reveal the rough outline of a form. The regret and self-reflection that follow are like the detailed chiseling and polishing, refining the form and bringing out the intricate details. Through this process, you gain a clear understanding of your true self, your strengths, and your weaknesses. This increased self-awareness can lead to significant shifts in your perspective and behavior. As you delve deeper into your motivations and patterns, you begin to recognize the areas in your life that need healing and transformation. You might discover unresolved wounds from the past, limiting beliefs that hold you back, or fears that prevent you from fully embracing your potential. By addressing these issues, you pave the way for a more authentic and fulfilling life. As you navigate this journey, remember the words of Khalil Gibran: "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding." Embrace the regret and the self-awareness that comes with it. Allow it to break open the shell of your limitations, revealing the boundless potential within. Through this process, you can transform your regret into a powerful force for growth, healing, and self-realization. Rejecting your twin flame can paradoxically lead to increased self-awareness, a deeper understanding of your true self, and an unexpected path to personal growth. This consequence may seem contradictory at first. How can turning away from a profound connection lead to greater self-knowledge? However, the process of making such a significant decision can be a powerful catalyst for introspection and self-discovery. The journey of increased self-awareness begins with the decision to prioritize your own needs, boundaries, and well-being over the intensity of the twin flame connection. By choosing to step back, you are asserting your right to self-preservation and personal growth. This act of self-affirmation can reveal strengths and vulnerabilities that you may not have been fully aware of before. Consider the analogy of a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. The process is arduous and requires the butterfly to struggle and push against its confines. Similarly, rejecting your twin flame can feel like a painful yet necessary struggle. It forces you to break free from the constraints of dependency and embrace your independence. Through this struggle, you discover the strength and resilience that lie within you. As you navigate the aftermath of this decision, you may find yourself asking deep, probing questions about your identity, values, and life purpose. These questions can lead to profound insights and a clearer sense of who you are. For instance, you might reflect on the reasons why you felt compelled to reject your twin flame. Was it fear of vulnerability, a need for personal space, or perhaps unresolved past traumas? By exploring these questions, you gain a deeper understanding of your inner landscape. This increased self-awareness also involves recognizing and honoring your boundaries. The intensity of the twin flame connection can sometimes blur the lines between self and other, making it difficult to maintain a sense of individuality. Rejecting this connection can help you re-establish these boundaries, allowing you to define what is acceptable and healthy for you. This process of boundary setting is crucial for your emotional and psychological well-being. Consider the words of Joseph Campbell: "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Rejecting your twin flame can feel like stepping into a dark, unknown cave. But within this cave, you find the treasures of self-awareness, personal growth, and self-empowerment. It is through facing your fears and embracing the unknown that you discover the true depths of your being. So, by embracing this journey, you gain a deeper understanding of your true self, your strengths, and your vulnerabilities. This heightened self-awareness can guide you towards a more authentic, fulfilling, and purpose-driven life. Remember, every challenge and every decision, no matter how difficult, holds the potential for profound transformation and growth. Embrace the journey and let it lead you to the treasure that lies within. Embracing or rejecting your twin flame is not a decision to be taken lightly. It's a journey filled with twists and turns, highs and lows, joy and sorrow. But in the end, it's a journey that leads you closer to your true self. Whether you choose to dive into the ocean or stay on the shore, remember that every choice you make shapes the person you become. So, embrace the journey, embrace the lessons, and most importantly, embrace yourself.